Hey, everybody. Hold on, guys. I can hear them in the background. Fred, can you?
No.
It's going to really upset me. Sorry.
That wasn't what it's supposed to be about anyway.
Hey, guys. Hold on. Trying to get things set up. So, I just need to, I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty upset right now about the misinformation that's being put out and saying Fred said this or Fred said this or Fred is a liar or Fred has 5 stories or whatever. If you say these things, back it up with Fred's words. Stop just claiming stuff just flippantly about Fred saying things and not put any type of proof behind it. And then don't think that you're going to sit there and talk shit about us and then ask us to come up on your panel. Why would we want to come up there after you're sitting there saying like things like Fred has all these different stories? Tell us the different stories and reference it with his own words, please. And if you want what's right for Summer Wells, you would do that. You wouldn't just go and say stuff and say Fred said this and Fred said this. He has so many different stories and, this or that. And then you want to summon us while you're on panel talking crap for us to straighten shit out. You should have done that beforehand. Please, when you say things, reference, if you are claiming stuff, you can reference what you're talking about. Just flippantly saying, basically trying to paint Fred a liar because you just don't like Donna or you don't like somebody, that's completely unfair. Because I don't know about you guys, but I judge people separately, not based on who. I try not to go by like their associations. So I don't know why. Okay, Fred, are you listening? Who are you? Are you listening to me or? So what do you need to clear up about that that was being said? I mean, because I guess since there was some kind of miscommunication, and we're not going to go over there on a panel that was just disrespecting Fred, and then want to use him for information. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to sit there and say things like, oh, Fred's told so many stories, then show us where these different stories that Fred has said, okay? Because when you contribute to the misinformation, when you just flippantly say things because you don't like somebody or you don't like somebody who they're working with, okay, that's very immature and that's definitely not in the best interest of Summer Wells. So what was like this something was being said about you being home at Fred said he was home at 4:30.
Yeah, they were trying to say I was home at 4:30 and stuff. That I told Donna I was back at home at 4:30. What I said to Donna that
Why did
I
they
had left out of Ben Hill and that motorcycle was broke down on the side of the road, and I took and stopped there to take and help him, and he asked if somebody could haul it, and I told him yeah I could haul it, and I went back to the hauler between 4:15 and 4:30 to get the trailer to haul the motorcycle before going back and hauling it. And at that time, I didn't see nobody along the road, is what I said.
and people were trying to insinuate, oh well, you must be lying because you must have saw Chad or something.
Yeah,
Chad,
they were trying to say evidently that I seen Chad, had to meet up with Chad and Candace at my driveway at 4:30. Chad wasn't at my driveway at 4:30 or Candace. It was roughly 5:30.
you guys, it's always been Fred leave. Okay, but all you have to remember is, and I know it's a lot to remember, but it's not really fair to Fred to go on and say such things flippantly and then later go back and correct it. You know, it's I don't know. It's just really, really not fair. We've done a lot to try. It's been taking a long time for us to get this straight. It's, I am myself. I have messed it up so much before, and that's where a lot of the misinformation came from. When it comes to Fred, is me. It was my fault. You guys, I've talked about this many times. Me repeating things wrong. Go by what Fred has said from his own mouth, okay? And if I want to hear, I think it's just crazy.
And just like it was saying that I was coming in and Andy was going out. No,
That's
I
not
was
how that went.
trying to load a vehicle, and Andy came into Hollow, and I had to move the vehicle to let him by, and then he stayed in there a while, and then I had to end up moving the vehicle again to let him back by with a blue truck on his tail, and that was roughly 3:47.
So you guys remember, that's why he was late to the freaking crush. He couldn't make it to the crusher, and then he ended up going because he had to. If you guys have been out there, the road is very narrow. You can only you can't get two cars together. So Fred's trailer that he was loading and stuff, it was in the way, right?
Yeah, because the car is sitting right on the side of the road. Then I had to take in back up to the car, and the whole truck was in the road. The trailer's barely halfway out of the road.
Yeah. And instead, it's just really disrespectful the way a certain somebody was just like trying to portray Fred just because they're confused and don't understand, and just repeating things that are so just irresponsible because you've heard it from haters or you hang out with white boy now. You know what I mean? Like that's bullshit, dude. I don't know. So there was information, that we didn't know that shit was going to go down like that. For one, it's just the way that happened just seemed so. Why are you saying that? Okay, Fred came in and had to get his trailer because of the motorcycle. What they could do is go pull up a video and reference. We went by it step by step, instead of sitting there and then trying to summon us after you just freaking talk so much mad shit. So you guys have got to remember the key points, key times. The easy way to remember this whatever, the crusher or whatever closed at 4. Okay, Fred was trying to get there by 4, or weren't they at 4 or something?
4. Yeah, they quit taking them at 4.
He could. So he saw Andy at around 3:47. So if he had to move his, obviously that means he didn't get out of there till about 4 when he did leave. Then he runs into that guy who had it broken down, who had a motorcycle.
Sometimes they'll let you take a car. If you make it there, they'll actually take it off your trailer by 4:30, as long as you're there actually by 4:30. But if you're any later than 4:30, they don't. They actually close at 5. I'm just aggravated right now and can't think sweet.
Yeah, and I'm not faulting everybody who was on the panel. I'm just the person that said it. I just, thought it was a little bit bullshit. But, you can tell by what they're saying. Like, I don't know where all of a sudden this new, I want to hear what these 5 stories are and give specifics. Because it doesn't just like affect Fred. It confuses the public when it comes to Summer Wells. Yeah, and then people get, just like wanting to talk shit about Fred because of us working with Donna, and I'm sure, like vice versa. It's like, it's crazy. And it's not really fair. Okay, can't we be adults? You don't like Donna or you don't like psychics. I get it. Okay, I freaking read tarot. Yeah, I know a lot of people are against that and have their beliefs, but we can separate. There's something called compartmentalize.
Yeah, it's almost like Benny just took over the panel, and did reality to what I think was supposed to be talked about tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know that's how it was going to be. Like, why would we want to go up there? Fred's not a confrontational person, so he's not going to want to go up there and freaking go against, sit there and get in a yelling match. He's just not like that. So that's just not how you get more bees with honey. All right. And it takes a lot to pit or to upset Fred, but it just was bullshit because he's got excited about the live, he's all excited to hear this live, and then they start talking shit about him, that's always a fucking bummer. He was like looking forward to this live, and then it's like, what? Oh, you're gonna start talking shit about him? Yeah, that's not gonna be in you. But then you want him to come over there and go up on panel. That's not gonna be the first thing he wants to do. So yeah, if people say things, can you ask them can you guys start asking people for examples, and for them to reference what they're talking about if they're making such judgments or making such claims? Have people make sure that people are showing you where they're getting their information. If they're saying things like somebody has a bunch of, like Fred has a bunch of stories and or claiming this and claiming that, be like, can you tell me what you're talking about? Like, what's these 5 different stories? Can you reference them? And I'm pretty sure he has my phone number. There is something about that Austin Reed with in 2025, but it doesn't have an exact date. I can't find any type of I don't know. It's just not very respectful. He could have texted me if he had all these questions and he really believed all this stuff about Fred, then he could have texted and asked questions. He had that straight line to me, but no, wants to come on and make such, say such like horrible, just say such rude things about Fred, disrespectful things about Fred, and then then want Fred to come over there and straighten shit up. When you could have freaking asked in advance and always text us and asked us at any point. So you don't have any real concern. It's just drama. See ya under your scars. Well, I mean, I don't talk shit about him, so I just ask people to be honest. That's all I ask of people. I don't care if they talk shit about me or make fun of me. At least be honest. That's all I ask. Don't just freaking make up shit because you don't like somebody. That's some bullshit, dude. That stuff pisses me off and is so immature. And I will call out anybody doing that stuff. Just because you don't like somebody or you don't, that doesn't change the truth. The truth is the truth. I don't know. So that's why he didn't want to go over there. And Fred was telling me I could go over there, and I'm like, I didn't want to go listen to it. It was really upsetting me. I could hear it over his earbuds, and it was really fucking pissing me off. Hey, RJ. Justin is going over your visit with Fred, your video implementing and making comments questioning Fred now. Which visit with Fred? Why is Justin all of a sudden interested in Summer Wells again? he was like, gone. He wasn't even talking about the kids. Now all of a sudden, he is all about. I can't. I don't. I mean, great, great. I can't wait until the truth comes out. Yeah, let him talk. Yeah, I remember Kimmy. Uh, Chad. No, Chad didn't die. So, guys, the whole chat. The only reason why Fred knew ab- about Chad is because of the footage that, or I think that's he's not around me right now. I should not say anything because I don't want to mess it up. But I do know 5:30 was the time that Chad, saw Candace, and so Chad is notorious for not having a cell phone. He does not. He is very much like, and when he does, he loses it. He gets those like throwaway phones. This is what I've heard of him, like what Fred's told me. And he's just notorious for not carrying a phone. And he would just show up trying to buy, substances. So that day he showed up trying to purchase something off of Fred. You guys could fill in the blanks. And Fred was not there at that point. That was at around 5:30. And then that's when Chad saw Candace. I'm sorry, guys. If I can't help it. If you guys do, I'm not gonna not work with somebody or be cool with somebody just because another person I'm cool with doesn't like them. You know what I mean? I decide on my own, and I'm just not like that. So, and I don't think it's cool to sit there. That's the stuff that really, that's how to me you can tell the real ones from the ones that just want the drama and stuff. If you are sitting there like, I'm trying to cause the drama and purposely putting out false stuff and just saying shit because you don't like somebody, that's a problem. Like, you should have some type of evidence to back up what you're saying or why you're saying it. Like, you know what I mean? Well, I messaged Benny. Knows how it goes around here. He knows how that stuff works. Like, he knows I can't help what is said on a panel that I'm on. And I'm sorry that he knows how that shit goes. Like, I don't, he was on the panel with Cher when Cher was doing, you know what I mean? Did I freaking talk shit about him because of that? No, it has nothing to do with that, Ava. In your comments after live of yours accusing you of a whole lot of things based on what their favorite creator said. So ignorant. Yeah. Well, I'm just were just, of course, disappointed once again. Why? I mean, these people, that person has every chance and opportunity to message me or get a hold of Fred and me like instantly, but waits to go live to ask these type of questions and make some kind of crazy accusations like Fred has 5 stories and stuff, and talk shit and then want Fred to just come up there, you know That's what irks me the most is people say that's what you'll notice. The the ones they'll say things like be like, "Oh, that person Ziggy's such a liar. Ziggy's such a grifter." But they don't ever they won't show what they're talking about. You can just ask the question, Meow. You don't have to say I have a question. But just saying. A lot of times when people say something like that in advance, it's like, oh, here, let's just brace ourselves for the bullshit that's about to come. What is that? Oh, yeah, I saw that WJHL article somebody just sent to me. Yeah, it is what it is. Cold November rain. I don't blame the others or anything like that, but like I just ask people to if you I mean, you guys they can text or message us at any point, guys, and ask if they have a question that they really want answered. You know what I mean? If you are really want answers and you really have or if you're really questioning something that Fred's saying, you could always message us and ask us privately. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it while you're live and make a spectacle of it. The Sean Williams. We've already asked him about that. Yeah, that's been a question that's come up. He's thought that he's seen somebody that looks like him, back in the on Ben Hill before, right, Mary? But like that's separate from, you know, I'm not mad at Donna at all, or I understand why she is upset. She gets tired of it too, you know what I mean? I've definitely like, especially when you're live. See, that's the thing, and that's what people love to do. They love to trigger you while you're live so that and I'm the same way. And people know that. I tell people, do not send me shit, especially when I'm live. And you can tell too, the ones like that trying to cause the drama and stuff, they'll send you stuff like while you're live to try to get you upset. Josh talking about why won't Fred talk to Donna? I was screaming at him not. Josh was saying that. Fred is not a confrontational person and he will talk to Dawn, but it's going to have to be at a point when he can record it. He's not going to sit there and talk. Okay. Do you guys think that is smart for Fred to sit there and talk with the father of Summer Wells when Fred is worked with law enforcement? Do you think he should just, you think that's smart of him to do without recording the call? So he couldn't answer it at first, okay? And I told Fred, I said, you should call him back. He's like, I don't want to argue with a motherfucker. That's what he said. And I said, well, we should just see, what he wants, okay? But we were out walking and Fred messaged him and stuff, and Fred told him we were out walking, but Fred has hearing aids, and his hearing aids connect to his Bluetooth of his phone. So he wanted to be in a spot. We wanted to be in a spot where we could record it because that is important. I feel like, in this situation at this time, that Fred should definitely, and I would hope that Don would understand why we would have to do that at this point, because we don't know what Don's up to. It may not be nothing, and we're not going to use it. It's not to use as content. It's just used for it just to be safe. You know what I mean? So it needs to be when we can answer it and record it. The second time he called was when we were sleeping. So, and that was on Sunday morning. I don't know. You need to ask Don. He's not friends with Don, Peach. What? The biggest issue is the wire. Was this correct that it was the same night? Yes, it was the same night, Amanda. Wolf, once again, yes. And it's not a wire, it's just a recorder that he was given. He held on to it for several days. If you guys, you know what I mean? Like, who? Who are you talking about? Be for life. Oh, well, PG, we can expect it from her. We're used to it with her, you know what I mean? He doesn't have to be a witness. Well, if he has to, he has to, you know what I mean? We were talking to somebody about that. We had I did. Fred kind of was listening in for part of it. We were talking about that, about the chances of things going to trial and stuff. So the likeliness that it goes to trial or court is probably, from what my understanding, is probably pretty low. It would probably they'd probably take a deal or make a deal before it got there. But if it got to that point where he had to be a witness and called in as witness, he would do it. And he agreed to. Does he want to really talk to Dawn? I don't know. Who knows? I didn't hear it myself. So I try to, unless I hear something myself, I try to take things with a grain of salt, or, just because things can get misinterpreted. And But I was hearing the stuff that, Benny was saying, and I just didn't think it was very fair that he was saying that shit. Like, remain calm. And yeah, I heard she was streaming my content. These losers cannot freaking come up with their own shit, dude. Streaming my tarot channel that gets like 200 views a video. These people have no lives. No lives. And are so hateful too. It's just to talk shit. And what's crazy about this is like, they're sit there and call you a grifter while they're watch how much money I collect in these lives that they're sitting there reviewing, and how much they collect while they're reviewing my content. So it is very comical. Well, all I'm saying is like, don't really expect us to show up to a live or be summoned to a panel unexpectedly when somebody got done talking shit about us. We don't watch things that when people are, as soon as we start hearing somebody, like Fred was listening to the live and was like wanting to listen to the live, and then he goes to me, he goes, I don't want to even listen to this shit anymore, because they started saying things like Benny started stirring the pot, and bringing up Donna and stuff. Like, it's like, what is that? What good is that doing? And now what, Justin's going over my content too, and like why is he all of a sudden covering Summer Wells? He has been a no-show for so long. Dude, he was a part of that whole share thing. That is really disgusting. I have yet to have an apology at all. Ziggy, where were you June 15, 2021 in Indiana? Kimberly, where were you? Stupid fucking question, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, people could at least have common decency and have respect. If you're wanting somebody to help you or with information, like, don't sit there and talk shit about them right before. Yeah, Van Hill Road is where Dalton got the DUI. You're correct. Oh, me too, Darius. Yeah, country girl, that was very disgusting. Another troll channel was made September 2025. All I've got to say is once this stuff starts, the truth starts coming out, I do not want to hear from. There's certain ones of them I don't want to fucking hear an apology from. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So, anyways, you guys know how to get a hold of us. If you have a question and you really want to know something and you truly want to know the truth, you can always um, message me or Fred on Facebook. Look for Fred's picture is the one of me and him together. And message that if you have a question. If you hear things like there's no 5 different stories, there's one story, guys, and it's the truth. Fred doesn't have 5 different stories. We need example. There might be other people who's got said shit and made up stories, but you'll never hear even. I need to see examples. And just because Fred adds information, do you guys think that Fred's going to tell me everything about working with police and stuff when I first meet him and open up and tell me everything from start to finish? That's not how it works in the real world, okay? People use common sense. A lot of information came out over time. Think about how the human memory and brain works and how you recall information. If you're trying to recall information and you think about something that happened last Christmas or something, or think of something traumatic that happened and try to, think chronologically of what happened that day, you're going to think of more information later on. It might not come to you all right then. I mean, now, Fred's memory is remarkable. I will say that. He has a very, very good memory as far as long-term memory. He has a very, very, very impressive long-term memory. And it's not just with this case, it's with everything I've noticed. He's just, some people are just blessed like that, I guess. But honestly, use your common sense. He's not going to tell me everything. I didn't know that first time I met him that he recorded for law enforcement. So, had we known in advance and stuff and prepared it, and if they were to ask, if maybe I don't know. We don't Fred doesn't really like when people know that Fred does not like going on people's panels, guys. He's not a robot. He can't just he doesn't like doing it. He loves helping with the case and stuff, but he doesn't like the attention. I don't know how many times I have to say this. And, people trying to constantly summon them to their panels and stuff. on demand. Like, he's just, I don't know, guys. He's not like many of us as far as, he's from the freaking Appalachia, like middle nowhere. He doesn't like the spotlight and the attention, If Fred would know, he would have access to Parsons' property up in the mountain road around Grassy Creek. Who would have access to the Parsons property? Fred might know that. Okay, meow, yeah, you can always message me, my email should be under every video. And definitely it's attached to it. So do you know that, Fred?
What's that?
About
the Parson property?
Yeah.
They talking about the Blackberry Lane property?
Here, I'll pin this on the screen. And then Marie says, Fred, wanted to say how proud I am of your sobriety. Congratulations. I've been clean since 1987. It's amazing that you have a beautiful wife to stand by you. Aw, thank you, Marie.
Thank you. I was reading something. I'm sorry.
Meth is known to affect perception in the moment. Well, Jeb Foster, video cameras don't lie. Go away. If somebody's high, is the video camera high too?
If we're talking about Blackberry Lane, several people's got access to it.
Where I'm waiting to hear.
If that's who they're talking about, I don't know if that's who they're talking about or not.
Well, I'll wait to see.
It depends on the specific name.
We'll wait and see. Maybe not a good idea to move down. Yeah, well, we didn't really plan on it, unfortunately. Not anytime soon. One second, guys.
I cut my hand off.
Hey, Christy. It's down the road from the Burns property.
I don't know who that would be. I thought they was talking about the one that lived on Blackberry Lane. I don't know about
I hope so,
Parsons,
Peach.
I just know a Parson that lived on Blackberry Lane.
And whoever's involved needs to, it doesn't matter. Whoever is involved, we just want this to be over with. There's no loyalty when it comes to child crimes in my book. If you are involved in something to do with hurting a child, and you were my relative, or I don't care. No, that's that's really, really, to me, it's the most horrible crime.
Yeah, I feel like Summer's case is coming to the end very, very soon.
I don't know if it will ever come completely to the end, though, because I don't think they'll ever arrest every single person that's involved. They ain't
going to arrest every single person, I'm sure,
Oh. Huh, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much for the Cash App. Oh. Hold on. Was that hold on. I should have been looking at my phone. Oh, thank you. Sweetie Pie Low. She sent a cash out. That was really sweet. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That was sweet. I know that Sweetie Pie Low is probably going to be, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's okay to say it. Well, I'm saying it. She sent us her, like, hearing aids, and it's been like a godsend. I'm serious, guys. Like, and they're very, very nice. And they're her husband's. Her husband wasn't using them. Like, she didn't go purchase them, but I mean, they are very, very nice quality and high end. And we're very thankful and grateful for them because, like, Fred's been wearing them, even sleeping in them. So, well, you did at first.
Them out.
Oh, okay.
I charge them.
Yeah.
To charge them.
But it has an app is connected to it and stuff, and so that's why I was telling you guys when Don called the first time he was still, that was like one of the first days that Fred had him, and so
I just had connected with my phone too, and I don't know really about the recording with them or whatever.
Yeah,
we need to do a test run of that.
Oh, thank you, Candice. She says these streets are full of rumors, gossip, and speculation. All you can do is ignore the bullshit and stay the course. Your heart's in the right place. True, Candice. Yeah. I'm not mad at anybody or anything. I'm really not. It's just I'm used to like Benny talking shit. Seriously, I am. I'm so used to it. It's like a normal thing. You know what I mean? So like it kind of doesn't really, but I guess I'm sensitive when it comes to, well, it's not just Fred though. It's Summer Wells' case because it's so hard to keep things straight as is. And, you know, of course, like he's my husband too. So it's going to bother me when people just say things like, oh, you know, Fred's 5 stories and stuff. When he's trying.
Sleep over no creator or nobody in chat.
Yeah.
As far as coming at me anyway.
I hope so. We just wait when Evil Enter said.
They don't live rent free here.
Right, that was a good one. Lockdown April C with Josh and when Chris McDonough comes up, that is interesting. Oh yeah, Carrie, he's back on. He's over at Ernie's right now. And like, there's a lot of times I like listening to Benny, but sometimes, of course, like he can be. I used to call him the community nuisance or whatever. I don't know what was it? It's just like normal Benny. But see, more is expected of him now because he's supposed to be like sober and doing good. I don't know.
I need my hand on. I won't quit reading. The little bitty place. Must have been the zipper or something. You know, getting this thin skin.
Oh no. Sorry, I was gonna do something, guys. I am so sorry. Oh my god, I know Country Girls open a season on this. It sucks, but I guess it's justified that wild. Oh no. I think it would happen no matter what. Yes. Good night, Peach. I know, right, Annie? He was so. You should have saw when he first like put him. He's like, I could hear. Right, Anna? Who so too?
Yeah, it makes a difference, and it's hard to get used to it or not being able to hear good, really, since he was 4 years old. It's a big change. I figured I'd still be going, huh, all the time, even though
Which he's not. He's not saying huh all the time.
I figured it'd be a habit where I was in where I couldn't hear so much.
Things you and Fred need from your wedding. We do have a wish list, actually. It should be. I think it's like, let me see. I needed to add some stuff on it. Let me see. Did it come? Is it working right? Let me pull up. Did it come up, Fred? Let me see. Is that the right? I don't know if that's the. Okay. What did Don B say? Okay. Well, I'm looking at my chat. Let's see. No, okay. It must be. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that one. Let me see if that one works.
What is it?
Oh, I'm trying to see what my code is, or for the. There it is. Friggy's wish list. There it is, right there. I just pinned it to the top, I think. But anyways.
Where's Bam Bam?
Bandit. That's a good question. Huh. And I was gonna eat too, and like I haven't even I don't even think I've ate really because I got distracted with that. That stuff that really like I don't know. It's okay. I'm over it now though. Mm-hmm. But if anybody really wants, they could always just message and ask. It's the fact that two people fell in love is worthy of celebration. I want to see people building you up and sitting. Oh, thank you, sweetie pie. I mean, I feel like Fred does definitely, or I feel like he definitely deserves the respect. I mean, he's done so much and tried so much, to people don't realize. So I just find it just, to me, it just bothers me when people disrespect him. Like unless you have something to back up what you're saying to show like and play it right then and show people or show what you're talking about so we can see so we can address it, or have a rebuttal or be able to debate it. If you just say something, oh, Fred has 5 stories, it's like, where do you go from that? It's like, what are you talking about? Examples, please. I listen to old dispatch calls and Joseph Allen Nelson. Joseph Nelson. I don't know where. Let me see. Oh, we have a new request to join the Ziggy updates. I forgot to put that I was live though this time in my Ziggy updates. If you guys wanted to join the little Facebook message, all it is it's a one-way messenger basically. Only I can message in it, and I just put in there when I go live or anything. I don't know, just whatever. Pictures, whatever. And you can like it or whatever. But that's about it. You can't comment. It's just so you know when I'm live. It's a good way to know if you're not getting like YouTube notifications. What did Shannon say? Oh, she is. She is, Shannon. I've known Sweetie Pie since the very beginning. And she's never, I'm telling you, like, well, maybe I'll be quiet. She's just a good person. I'll say that. But anyways, guys, I guess I'm gonna go. Just want to say that's all we have to say about that. So, but everybody have a nice evening. I have to use the bathroom, and
That should be my bedtime.
it is midnight. All right.
Yeah, I've been going to sleep early. Then getting back up at 5, doing my check-in, and then going back to sleep. So,
All right, guys. Sorry. But anyways, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye. And thank you guys thank you for the Sweet Pie for the Cash App and for the super chat from Candace Hardwick. Thank you guys. They will. It's Sweetie Pies. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.